yogis. Welcome to week number 8 of our quarantine yoga practice. Today we're going to explore our Moon Salutations, something we haven't done yet in this series. And it's a full body stretch of different poses that you are all familiar with, but I'll also introduce you to prayer pose and garland pose, just in case you're not familiar with those, and that's part of the Moon Salutation. I think you'll really enjoy it, and we're just going to feel really good when we're done with this practice. So thank you again for joining me today, and let's get started. So get comfortable on your mat, and let's take some beautiful breaths together. Let's take about 3 deep breaths. Inhale. And let the exhale slowly release. Inhale. One more. And release. From here, we will make sure that we're sitting up nice and straight, shoulders slightly back. Let's inhale here. Exhale, tip our head, chin towards our chest. Inhale, look forward and up, gentle, feeling a stretch in the throat. Exhale, back down. Inhale up without straining. And exhale down. One more. Come all the way down to your chest. Inhale back to looking forward. Let's tip our right ear over to our shoulder. Just so you'll feel that sensation of stretch along the opposite side of your neck. Just take some breaths here. Maybe even tip your head back a little bit to feel even more sensation. And then we'll bring ourselves down, chin to chest, around, back, chin to chest, one more time, all the way around. When you come to your shoulder, let's gently lift up. From here, let's tip the other side. Just take some breaths here. Maybe even tip our head back a little bit. If any of this doesn't feel good to you, then don't do it. And then we will bring our gaze downward, roll around, chin to chest, come back around to our right, and again. We'll meet tipping towards our left shoulder, and then let's come back up. We're going to bring our palms out. Roll the shoulders slightly back so you're sitting up. Make a fist, then gently bring the fist to your shoulders and back out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Let's bring them down. Now we will bring our arms out to our side. So arms out to the side, make a fist, palms facing upward. You can even engage the muscles of your arms here. And again, fists to shoulders. Move with your breath. 3. We're only going for 5, 4, and 5. And release down. From here, let's twist to your right. Back to center, twist to your left. From here, let's cross our legs the other way. Arms out once again, make that fist. Move with your breath. Fist to shoulder. 3. We're going for 5. Bring the arms out to the side. And fist to shoulder. And release. We'll twist to your right. Keep the breath going. Center to your left. And return to center. From here, let's extend our legs out. We're going to bring in our left leg, holding the foot or the ankle, wrapping our arm around the upper leg, and just cradle it towards you. Bring it towards you, and let's take some breaths here. Good. Let's bring the foot down. Hold on to the foot, and you're going to lift it up. Maybe this is as far as you go, or extend the leg up. Pull your abs in and up, engage the core to help you here. Release the foot down, bring it over to the other side of the opposite leg, and we will twist towards our bent knee. Come back to center and release. So we will bring the other foot in, grab onto the foot or the ankle, wrap your arm around the leg, the knee, and draw it in towards you. You also want to engage your core here to help us sit up straight and bring that leg in. Opening our hip, breathing. So we're releasing this, bringing the fingers around the foot, lifting the foot up away from the floor, and maybe lifting the foot even higher. Engage your core. Maybe straightening the leg, maybe your knee is still bent. Breathe. Release. Bring your foot to the other side of the opposite leg. And let's twist towards our bent knee. Great. Let's come back to center. From here, back to crossed legs. Sit up nice and straight. So we're going to inhale. And as we inhale, chest comes forward and up, shoulders back. And then exhale, curl the spine into a sitting cat pose. Inhale, sitting cow pose. Exhale, cat. Pull the belly in and up as you exhale and round the spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, back to being seated. So from here, let's come to tabletop position. Downward facing dog. Beautiful stretch here in your down dog. From our down dog today, we're going to move our left foot to the center of the mat, cross the right foot over, and press into your downward facing dog. Let's uncross, and then we will bring the right foot to the center of the mat. Cross your left foot over. Knees can be bent here. Good. Uncross. Knees down. Child's pose. Let's come up from our child's pose. One more downward facing dog. Gently walk to forward fold. Let's bring hands to opposite elbows. Hands to our legs, half forward fold. Press the hips back, beautiful straight back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Let's bring the fingers pointing back behind us. Engage the core. Release, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, forward fold. Inhaling all the way up to upward mountain. Exhale, mountain pose. Let's do 3 half sun salutations. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, forward fold. Inhaling all the way up, upward mountain. Exhaling to your mountain pose. Continue on your own, moving with our own breath, our own movement. Let's do one more. We will meet in mountain pose. From this mountain pose, we're going to practice 2 poses. You'll be using one of them in the moon salutation. So we're going to step out a little bit with our toes out. We're going to press our hips back and sit down. Bring our hands to prayer position. And we're going to bring our elbows to our thighs. This is prayer pose. Take some breaths here. From here, bring your hands down to the mat. Come back to your prayer position and then lift up. Here's the other pose that you may do instead of prayer pose. So we'll bring our feet out and come all the way down to a squat, which is garland pose. So this may not be for everybody. Take some breaths here. This is where you would be in prayer pose instead of garland pose. From here, we will bring our hands to the mat. Come up and roll ourselves up. just take a moment here. And then we will meet in the center of your mat. We will do Moon Salutations. We will begin going to our left. Moon Salutation. Inhale up. Hands in Steeple Mudra. Here is your Steeple Mudra. Side bend to your left. Inhale up. Side bend to your right. Inhale up. Step out, toes out, goddess pose. On an inhale, release up into your star pose. Everything's straight. We'll get ready for triangle pose to your left. Tip to your triangle pose. Look down towards your toes, fingers to your mat. Pyramid pose. Straighten the arms. We will bring the knee down. Find that low lunge. Inhale up. Exhale, fingers to the floor. Bring your hands around. We're going to leave the foot there and bring yourself to face alongside of your mat and extend the leg and come on up. If your leg does not extend, then keep the knee bent. Okay? So let the hand rest on this leg and a side bend. This is gate pose. So we're going to exhale from gate pose. We're going to come to the center of the mat. And here's where you come into your garland pose, a squat, or into your prayer pose. So either way, we're going to bring our hands to the mat, bring your toes out, heels in, and either come to your prayer position or down to your garland pose. So whatever pose you're in, now we'll bring our hands back down. Set the left knee down, extend the right leg out. So we're going to go back in that circle, coming up to standing. So garland pose to your right, exhale down, bend the knee, find that low lunge. So swing over to the short side of your mat. When you arrive, inhale up. Fingers to the floor, curl the toes, lift up, set the back foot on an angle, fall down to pyramid pose. From here, you'll come to your triangle pose. Inhale, star pose, toes out, heels in, goddess pose. Release the goddess pose, heel toe in, inhale up, bring your hands to your steeple mudra. Over to your left, inhale up, over to your right, inhale up, and then we'll take a back bend, either keeping our arms in steeple mudra or bringing your hands to your lower back, whichever you prefer. And then lift the chest up and come back. Bring your hands to prayer hands if they're over your head, and we'll all meet in our mountain pose. And release. Come back to the center of your mat and we'll go in the opposite direction. Inhale up, Hands in steeple mudra. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Goddess pose. Star pose. Triangle. Pyramid pose. Low lunge. Fingers to the floor. Face the long side of our mat. Extend the leg out. Gate pose. Prayer pose or garland pose. Fingers to the floor. So whether you're in garland or you are in prayer pose, we'll all bring our fingers to the floor. Knee comes down. Left foot to the end of our mat. Garland pose. Low lunge. Exhale down. Pyramid pose. Triangle pose. Star pose. Goddess pose. Release the hands. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Inhale up. Steeple mudra here. Exhale, side bend. Inhale up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale up. Come into your back bend. And coming back up to standing, back to your mountain pose. Take a moment to see how you feel after all these poses and this beautiful moon salutation. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Forward fold. Step back, find your child's pose. From our child's pose, we'll gently make our way up. We'll lay down on our back. So let your back settle into your mat. We'll bring our right knee in towards our chest, clasp our fingers around our leg, and extend the left foot out to the end of your mat. Let's take some breaths here. One more breath. And then we're going to lift our head and shoulders up off the floor towards our knee. then bring it down. Release. Bring the left knee in. Clasp your fingers around your leg or your thigh. Lifting our head and shoulders up off the floor towards the knee. Release back down to the floor. Release the leg to the end of the mat. So from here, let's bring our arms out to the side. You can bend the elbows or you can have your arms lengthened out if you'd like. We'll bend our knees, bringing our feet to the floor. We'll lift our hips and shift them over to our right. Let's cross our right leg over our left leg. And we'll let our knees fall to our left. If this is too much for you here, you can just bring the right leg to rest on the left without crossing. So see what's best for you, and we will breathe here. Let's bring the knees up to center. And we will shift our hips back so that they're in line with our body and release our legs. Extend the legs out to the end of your mat. Now let's bring them back in, bending the knees, shifting the hips over to your left, and then crossing the left leg over the right, or not, and let the knees fall to your right. Lift the knees back to center. Uncross. Shift the hips back to center. Extend out. And bring our hands to our side. From here, we will bring our feet to cobbler's pose. Supine cobbler's pose. You may want to lift your head slightly, chin to chest, and then set it back down to lengthen your neck. From here, we'll bring our hands to our belly. We're going to do 3 belly breaths. So as we inhale, feel your belly rise. And on an exhale, as you exhale through your nostrils, feel the belly deflate. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Release the hands from the belly and let your hands gently bring your knees back up to center. Release our legs. Relax on your mat for your Shavasana. Before we begin our Shavasana, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Click on the bell and click on the word all so you'll be notified of our yoga practices every week. And if you like this video, please hit the like, the thumbs up, and share it with a friend. You can email it, message it, or share it on Facebook or Instagram. Thank you. So from here, let's go ahead and relax on our mat. Just let your breath be natural. You can keep our gaze quiet, or we can close our eyes. Feeling the relaxation swirl around our toes and our feet. Swirling around our ankles, our lower legs, our knees. Swirling around our thighs, around our hips, around our waist, around our stomach and our mid-back, swirling around our chest and our upper back, swirling around our shoulders and down each of our arms, around our elbows, down to our wrists and around our hands. Relaxation is warm and comforting in our neck and our throat. Our jawline is relaxing, our mouth, our teeth are unclenched, muscles of our face are relaxed, our eyes are resting in their sockets. Our eyebrows are smooth, our forehead is smooth, our head is heavy. Let's just take some time here to relax in our Shavasana. Bend each knee, bringing our feet to the floor. Roll to one side. Pausing here for just a moment. And then gently lifting ourselves back to our seated position. Take a moment and see how you feel after this practice. Thank you very much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice. If you noticed, we didn't put too much weight on our wrists today. So I hope that helped you. And I hope you enjoyed the Moon Salutations. Namaste.